I want to welcome you to a wonderful edition of Career Guide on Glorious Vision Television. As you know, my name is Samuel Maradesa. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to meet you again in another year, in another moment of learning, reflection, and sharing. I want to appreciate you for how far you've been helping us in this program. When I say helping us, how far you've been following, how far you've been sending in your questions, your comments, your contributions, and some of the engagement we have out of the offline, they have always been insightful for me. And I know that I also want to appreciate those of you that will always reach out saying that you really enjoyed each of the episodes on this program. Yes, that will let you know, especially for those that are just joining us, that this program is a program for us to come together, share knowledge, learn. I always come with new topics every time for us to reflect upon. And the sole purpose of the program is for you to be able to have that knowledge and make the right decision. As the name of this program is Career Guide, I aim to guide you in your career decision, in your career development, your career growth, all the things that will help you make the right and informed decisions. Those are the things we do on this program. So it's another opportunity for us to come sit together and learn from each other. So wherever you are, sit down, relax. It's going to be another moment of learning. So if you have your young ones that are not close to where you're watching this, you can easily reach out to them and let them be here with you, because today we want to talk about a topic that is very, very important for some people in life. To them, anything goes. They do anything. They just engage in anything. They allow people to do anything to them. They allow people to say things that they are not comfortable with, and they just allow it to slide. And that is why I want to talk to you today about personal boundaries. Personal boundaries. So when we talk about personal boundaries, what exactly do we mean? I wrote something while thinking about it, because I know these are the days where a lot of young ones do not have a say for themselves. People just come into their lives at will. They just do anything to them. They're more like a dumping ground. They allow people to dump in the wrong emotions. They allow people to say the wrong thing to them. They allow people to even use them the wrong way. And that is why it is important for you to understand the principles of personal boundaries. So when we're talking about personal boundaries, what exactly do we mean? I wrote here, I say, these are the limits to which we can accept things from others and how much access we allow others to have to us. The limit to which you can accept things from others, things like what they say, what they do to you. That is the limit to which you will accept it. You can accept them to say this to you, but when it gets beyond this point, you will not accept it. So that is the limit, your certain personal boundary for yourself. So the limits to which you accept some things from other people, and also how much access do you want to give them? Do you want to give them the access, unlimited access, unrestricted access, that anything they can say anything to you, they can touch you anywhere, they can just do things that is not pleasant to you, Those are the things that we talk about, that we look into when we're talking about personal boundaries. In other words, we can say personal boundaries are the guidelines, the rules or limits that you set that define your behaviors, what behaviors that you find acceptable from others. The guidelines, the rules, the principles that you put together that enables you to say, okay, these are the behaviors that I find acceptable to me. These are the behaviors that I find that are not acceptable to me. So put them together, we call them personal boundaries. We're still going to explain a little more about what exactly personal boundaries are and some of the boundaries that as a young one you need to set for yourself. But when we're talking about setting personal boundaries, what exactly does it mean? setting personal boundaries, because the aim of this presentation today is for you to be able to, number one, understand what personal boundaries are. Number two, for you to be able to know what it means by setting personal boundaries. Then for you to also be able to know how important it is for you to set boundaries for yourself. And so the areas of the boundaries you need to set for yourselves, it is also important for you to know them. So when we talk about setting personal boundaries, so number one, it means that you yourself, you will be able to define yourself in terms of your values and your beliefs. So you yourself should be able to understand who you are. What are the things you count as important to you? What are some of your beliefs, your belief system? What are your values? The things that you know that I will never compromise this for anything. Your values could include the godly values that your parents have given you. It could include the morals that the community have given you, and all your belief about yourself, about your body, about the things you will allow to enter even into your system, about the people you can relate with. That is what we talk about. You understanding your own self. That is the first thing you need to do if you want to start setting personal boundaries. It means that you understand yourself, your values, and your beliefs. Number two, when we're talking about setting personal boundaries, it also includes your ability to communicate your expectations to others through both the verbal and non-verbal cues. Yes, your ability to communicate your expectations to others. So you should be able to, in one way or the other, let people know what you expect from them. Yes, do you know that there is a way you will dress and people will know that, okay, this person will accept certain things. There are some ways that you will dress that they will know that, okay, this person is kind of an anything goes kind of person. And that's why for young ladies, you see that sometimes you comport yourself in a certain way and certain guys will come around you. And some other times you see the way you comport yourself and you see that, oh, they see you as a high-class person. They know that this person is a no-nonsense person. So as you are comporting yourself, it is a way of you communicating your expectations to people. And some other times it goes beyond the non-verbal cues. Yes, the non-verbal cues has to do with how you dress, how you carry yourself, how you relate. But when we talk about the verbal cues, sometimes even the way you dress, sometimes the non-verbal cues, some people may not get it. So they will still come to you. They may come at you and try some things on you, and try to use some certain things that may not go down well with you. Those are the people that you now have to go on to explain to them. Let them know that, oh, what you said to me, please, I do not like it. Next time, I will not tolerate it when you say certain things to me. Or you say that, oh, I don't think I would appreciate if you would talk to me in a more respectable manner. So those are the verbal cues that you are giving people. So it has to do with, number one, when you're setting personal boundaries, it has to do with, number one, you define yourselves in terms of your belief and your values. Number two, it has to do with communicating your expectations to people through your verbal and non-verbal cues. Number three, it has to do with have a way to address unacceptable advances. Yes, you should be able to also have a way to accept unacceptable advances. I said sometimes people will want to blur the lines of your boundary. They will want to come to you. They will want to do things to you, but you have to have a way of communicating or addressing some of the unacceptable advances. So the things you will not accept, let them know. You should be able to have a way to address it. Some people, if you talk to them anyhow, they act in a very rash manner. So you may not want to do fire for fire, but you should be able to be assertive. You should be able to be firm. You should be able to say things as if you mean it. And that should pass the right message to people. So your ability to address unacceptable advances is also a way of you setting personal boundaries. So why is it important for you to set personal boundaries? Number one, it makes you feel safe and respected. Yes, it makes you feel safe because you know you have expressed yourself. You know the people around you, they know who you are. They know what you will tolerate. They know what you will not tolerate. So when these things are clear and people know them for you, you will feel safe and you feel respected. There's a way they will talk to you, and they will talk to you with respect and talk to you with caution. Then number two, why it is important for you to have personal boundary is because it makes you independent. It helps you to make independent and healthy choices. It helps you to make independent. The decisions that you'll be making, they will be your own decision, not the decision that another person is making on your behalf or enforcing you to act out. So it will help you make independent decisions, because when I start breaking down some of the aspects of personal boundaries you need to take note of as you relate to people, you will know that it also has to do with how you make decisions, and you should be able to make independent decisions, that is making your own decisions, and you should be able to defend the decisions that you have made. So, and those decisions should be healthy. Number three reason you should have or set personal boundary is because it helps you to protect your body, your emotions, and your self-esteem. When you have the right personal boundary, or you've set the right personal boundary, it helps you to to protect your body. Your body will not just be accessed by just anybody. A random person will not access your body, especially the sensitive part of your body. Your emotions will not be toyed with because you have it intact and you have set boundaries for that. And your self-esteem will not be tampered with also. You will have that good self-esteem, and people will respect you for that because you've respected yourself. And that is what personal boundary is about. And lastly, if you have the right, you've set personal boundary, it helps you to build respectful relationships. So you'll be able to build respectful relationships. So you know that everybody you relate with, everybody that comes across you, they will respect you, they will honor you, they will give you that sense of regard. So they may be your friends, they may be older, younger, they will not just treat you anyhow because you have set the right personal boundaries. So let us look at the major types of boundaries that you should set for yourself. Yes, we have been talking about you to setting personal boundaries, having boundaries for yourself so that you'll be respected, so that you will make independent decisions. But it is also an equally important for you to know the types of boundary you should set. So let me list out some of these boundaries and explain them to you. Number one is the physical boundaries. Remember, we said this is, when we talk about boundaries, it has to do with the limits to which people can access you, limits to which people can influence you. So this is it. Number one of the boundary that you are setting for yourself is the physical boundary. So what are these physical boundaries? It has to do with your physical being, the space that should be between you and the next person, be it a member of the same sex or the opposite sex, especially the opposite sex. But there should be decent physical space between you. So you should be able to decide who touches you and where they touch on you. Yes, your body is not just a surface that anybody can access and touch anyhow, pressing you anyhow. No, you should be able to define it. Who can touch you and where can they touch you? And this should be clear. It should be clear to everyone that comes across you. So when perhaps you're meeting someone for the first time and the person is trying to gain unnecessary access to sensitive parts of your body, you quickly respond. You don't say, because I am respecting the person, I will not say anything. That is when, if the person tries it out the first time, the person will come back again. If you don't say anything, it feels that, oh, I can make a pass at this one and I'm going to get away with it. So your ability to let them know, oh, please, I would not appreciate you touching me there. Maybe the distance between us is too close. Can you just move back a bit. That is after you have tried stepping back gradually and slowly, so that the person will know that you're not comfortable with this level of closeness. So you're setting that physical boundary. So the physical boundary could also be when you're playing. You know, sometimes you play, and naturally we play rough sometimes. And when it gets to that point of rough play, you should be able not to just throw yourself. You should not just throw yourself into that play and forget about yourself, forget about your body, forget about sensitive parts of you. You should still be able to control, coordinate yourself so that you will be in ownership of yourself. So say no to uncomfortable touches, uncomfortable advances, uncomfortable closeness. When the person is getting too physically close to you, let the person know. That is number one type of boundary you should set, and that is the physical boundary. And when we talk about the physical boundary, of course, the second boundary would be the emotional boundary. So this has to do with your feelings and your mental well-being. So it is also important for you to set emotional boundaries. And this has to do with you avoiding relationships that, or when I say relationship, I want you to have a clear mind now. Anything that brings two people together is a relationship. It could be teacher-student relationship. It could be friend-friend relationship. It could be even because you're seated in the same bus, that relationship of that time. So anything that, any form of relationship that you see that you are, by the time this person comes around, you do not always feel comfortable. Maybe because of the things the person say to you or about you. You are not comfortable with that. So you should be able to establish clear emotional boundary for yourself. So a relationship where you get constantly criticized, where you see that you are always being manipulated, or you are just getting emotionally drained. Such relationship, you should not allow it to continue with you. So let people know that, no, I do not value this relationship. Some people hinge their relationship based on some other benefits they get from the person, even though the relationship itself and is giving you toxicity. Your emotions are not good whenever you're with this person, but because of the other benefits you get, you say, okay, let it just continue like that. That should not be. Establish clear emotional boundary for yourself. Another boundary that you should set, more like the physical, the emotional, is the third one, which is the sexual boundary. Yes, this one is getting sexual. Sometimes it gets from the physical boundary because you have not set a clear physical boundary, and the emotional boundary is coming, and they see that this person is an emotion wreck. So then they want to get to the next level. Maybe we take advantage of you. So sexual boundary is you knowing what kind of interaction that you engage in, and the interaction could be on the social media, even on physically, and the person is trying to give you some sexual advances. You should be able to set clear emotional or sexual boundary. Let them know that, okay, no consent, there is nothing. You should be able to say, I must give consent. Whatever you want to do, I must give consent. If I'm not giving consent, that is not it. And you should be able to know how to avoid getting to that level that you will be you will be in a situation, dilemma with a person, that the person can take advantage of you sexually. So set clear sexual boundary. So that it will include you not visiting the opposite sex alone, going to questionable places with the person and saying that, okay, it's just my friend, it's somebody that I know so much, it's my uncle. You should be able to know all those things because anything can happen. So set such boundary so that you will be able to avoid some sexual and unexpected advances. Another boundary you should set for yourself is digital or the online boundary. This is also very important. Online boundary, digital boundary. And this is where a lot of people fail. This is where a lot of people miss it because they feel that, okay, I am all alone in my room. I am all alone where I am. Nobody sees me. So I can do anything. I can talk to anybody anyhow. I can talk about anybody anyhow. I can post anything that I feel like, even if it is not acceptable, or I can watch things that are not appropriate for my age. So this is another thing you need to take note of, and you should be able to set a clear online boundary for yourself. So online boundary includes that, okay, I am not going to share certain personal information about myself. Remember, I am talking to younger ones, the teenagers, the younger ones. So you should not share excessive information about yourself. Don't post everything about yourself online because you want people to meet you and ask questions about you. They should be able to, and that's how it should be. Someone is meeting you for the first time and the person is saying, it is you. I know where you live. I know you have 7 bags. You have 12 shoes. The last week you went on vacation to this place. Oh, this person is your friend. And the person is meeting you for the first time. That means you have exposed the entirety of your life on social media. And that is not right. For you, you should be able to set media and online and digital boundary for yourself. Okay, this is the much I can expose of myself. This is the limit I can let strangers know about me. Because people that are sending you requests and follows and likes, most of them, you do not know them. So, and why should they know everything or so much about you? So set that boundary. And why do you have to communicate exclusively with certain people online? So it is not necessary. So you should be able to set also digital and online boundary. Another boundary you need to set for yourself is you should be able to set academic boundaries. Academic boundary, it means that you're trying to tell yourself that, okay, academically, these are the things I can accept. These are the things I can engage in. These are the things I will never allow for myself. So examination malpractice will never be part of me. That is it. So if any of my friends wants to engage in it, they should know that I will not condone it. Cheating in exams is not right. I need to always relate with people that will challenge me to do better. So if you are a friend that you are draining me academically, I have to be far away from you. So you are setting academic boundary for yourself. And this, you're setting this boundary makes you to be seen as a responsible person and someone who is respectable in the community, wherever you find yourself. And lastly, because of time, I will wrap it up here with this last one. That is, you should also set moral and spiritual boundaries. It's also important for you to set spiritual boundaries. You should know that, okay, if I have friends that are drawing me away from God, that are drawing me away from doing what is right, saying what is right, then I should be far away from this set of people. So you should be able to set spiritual boundary for yourself. Oh, these are my beliefs and I must uphold my belief. I will not engage in certain things. I will not do things that are not right. I will never be caught doing what is not right. So that is it. You have set a boundary for yourself. And when people know that this individual has this boundary, they will not want to just use you anyhow or try to manipulate you to doing things that are not right. So I hope you've learned a lot today. And I want to hear from you as you'll be watching this on social media. You can respond and send comments to us on social media while you're watching this. You can let us know some of the boundaries that you have set for yourself. And if it is difficult for you to set boundaries, how easy is it for you to set boundaries? Which of those boundaries do you feel you need to work more on? So I need to hear from you. You can send a message to me on the WhatsApp number you're seeing on the screen or the email address you're seeing on the screen. I will definitely respond to you. If you need help in setting certain boundaries and how to put yourself together, you can always reach out to me. Till we meet again same time next week on this program Career Guide. My sole intention is for you to always aspire to be the best at whatever you're doing. And when we say be the best, it is important for you to always beat your your previous performance. When you beat your previous performance, then you're better. And when you keep getting better, before too long, you will discover that you are the very best. Till we meet again, I am Samuel Maradesa. God bless you and bye for now.